In the heart of digital battlefields where strategy meets the front line, we've embarked on a journey through the eyes of a commander. Welcome back to the final chapter of our exploration into Broken Arrow's single-player demo, a modern military marvel that has both challenged and captivated us. Today we conclude our series with a reflective look at our journey, the strategies that defined our victories, and the lessons learned amidst the virtual warfare. The stage has been set and the pieces are in play. It is time for us to finally take the hill. But before we do, we must fully secure a strong foothold on this side of the channel in order to facilitate logistic needs that will come into play as we push the line forward and ultimately over the hill.
Artillery on the move. Copy. Relocating.
I felt like my position on this side of the engagement zone near the hill had been mostly secured by this point. It was time for me to get my mortar teams restocked and ready for the next push. Facilitating the needs of your units on the battlefield creates a lot of investment and engagement with every single unit I have fielded. Ensuring that squads are full, damage is repaired, and ammunition is topped off brings attention to the real resources of the game. When you find units out of ammunition to lay a wall of smoke, or when it is time to pull the trigger on that ambush you have been coordinating, if you don't have ammo, it won't happen. Those small considerations within the mechanics of Broken Arrow are what makes the experience really shine for me, and as a player who has only engaged with the single-player aspects of the title, I can't describe how awesome it feels to figure out how to resupply my units to the fullest effect during combat.
Lab ready. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Roger. Moving out. Moving out.
Although there are lulls between battles like you can see here, do not fret. In early stages of this same engagement in parts 1, 2, and 3, the enemy makes it clear that retaliation is part of the battle. Getting caught with your troops unsupplied or your units not in a good position to defend an area can be the difference between truly pushing a line or creating a larger no man's land within the engagement zone. If there is no supporting defensive line or logistics in place after an event where your front line succumbs to a counter-assault, you will quickly find that the enemy has no issue with planting a few pieces of armor or infantry in place to make you work that much harder to take back the ground lost.
Lab, awaiting order. Moving there now. Roger. We're on the move. Roger. We're on the move. On ass, everybody!
This part of the surrounding area felt like a prime spot to stage a rally point, but before I was to move any more units into this position, I needed to finally secure the last finger of warehouses and shipping terminals at the end of the pier. With units in position and ready to act, I began to stage the assault.
Marines at your command, sir! Raiders here. Send traffic. Establish a base of fire in that building. Light 'em up. Lab here. We're combat ready.
Units resupplied and ready for action, it was time to finish the job and get this part of the port secured. With no indirect fire available in this area, it was going to be the final bloody fight in this port for the time being. Although that battle was over, our lav had taken a solid hit. Fortunately, we had supplies in place to make the repairs. However, this small fight brings focus to the fact that I had made earlier in other parts of this series. Units are all important. When used effectively, even the most basic of units can bring about meaningful and even dramatic changes on the battlefield. Paired with the logistical concerns that I had mentioned earlier, the experience of commanding your forces within Broken Arrow feels true to form in many aspects that appeal to the reality of combat as it can be portrayed within a modern military RTS.
Get your asses out of my vehicle! Marine Raiders, standing by.
With the southern part of the port secured, it was time to move my mortar teams into a better position that could be used to support the hill as things move forward. Last area to secure lays directly to the north of my new rally position in the port. There are groups of high-rise residential type structures that will make the hill indefensible. Before the hill is captured, we need to take those buildings and use them as a front line.
Order ready to engage, sir. Osprey, ready. Roger that. I'm loading ASAP. Osprey is mission ready. Copy. Egressing out.
Unfortunately, during our push in the western residential district and commercial districts, we lost a few squads. The agility and speed of the Osprey came to the rescue for us multiple times during our missions, with the insertion point for ground-based troops still being all the way back on the other side of the channel. Moving units in via air from the carrier group off the coast, we were able to get our troops and supplies back up to speed quickly.
Copy. Relocating. Orcon here. Linking with extraction team. Finger on the trigger. Someone after a ride?
By this point, I felt fine taking my eyes off this side of the hill. I decided to pull out the forced recon element I had positioned there and paired them up with a squad of Marine Raiders.
Only when fired upon.
Their mission would be to begin systematically taking and clearing the north side of the port, just at the base of the residential high-rise buildings that dominate this part of the battlefield.
transport, ready. Armored transport reporting in. U.S. Marine, over. Order available, sir. Roger. Fire mission received. Good copy. Fire coordinates received. Fire coordinates received. Copy. Call for fire received. Roger. Call for fire received. Personal carrier ready. Already there. Roger. Moving up. Roger. Marking next waypoint. Roger. Oscar Mike. Transport reporting in. All transport teams, inbound. Armored transport ready. Anyone after a ride? Direct to target location. Knock, knock. Home sweet home.
With the first little push towards the high rises, I could see that there were still some holdout enemy positions in the residential buildings down the street. During my time while playing this demo, I couldn't help but become more and more excited by the prospect of enjoying the full campaign of this incredible RTS. I made mention of it before, but the PvP aspect of the game is something I may never get into. The idea of fighting bots during a campaign sounds incredible, and I'm sure that there will be plenty for us to enjoy within that experience alone. Top that with all the PvP-oriented combat, and this game is set to be in a good spot with many gamers, in my opinion.
Raiders, standing by. Lab ready. Moving there now. Marines at your command, sir. Lab at your command, sir.
With the northern portion of the port secured, it was time to get the front line pushed forward a bit further. I could feel the noose I had been creating on this side of the port begin to tighten, finally around the two focal points in this area. The house-to-house fighting in the west, and the more open nature of the port added different tactical elements to each approach. Your relationship with the environment on the battlefield in Broken Arrow feels immersive. Peeking corners with armor, using obstructing buildings or terrain features, or using smoke screens to conceal movement are all part of the battlefield stealth that you can implement within the game.
Anti-aircraft team standing by. Armored transport standing by. Roger. We're on the move. Need supplies? Moving out. Already there. Moving there now. U.S. Marines, ready for combat. Rock up, we're moving. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Vehicle status is Copy. Next waypoint received. Got it. Fire only when fired upon. Raider, hoorah! We're not afraid of the distance. Raiders, always forward. Prepare for entry. Raiders here. Go ahead. On our way. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Marines in combat! Send your orders! Fire at will! Raiders, standing by. Marines here! We're under fire!
Using the Marine Raiders to secure these high-rise buildings was like a walk in the park. This Special Forces team has many utilities on the battlefield, one of which that I never used, the laser designation. You can mark a target with the squad for jets or bombers' laser-guided weaponry, as well as laser-guided artillery strikes. These functions were used to a great effect by players during the PvP playtest. If there is one streamer and content creator out there that I would like to give props to for their exposure of this game, it would be Devil Dog Gamer. I will provide a link in my description box below for one of his PvP streams. The prospect of other specialized units and discovering how to use them to their full effect is probably one of the most exciting aspects to Broken Arrow for me.
Copy. Relocating. Lab, awaiting order. Roger. Moving out. Moving out. Force recon ready. Forcon standing by. Marines at your orders, sir. Affirmative. Entering building. Someone asked for a ride? Roger. We're on the move. Roger. Moving to next way.
Coastal artillery destroyed. Now take that fort and establish a defensive perimeter.
Waypoint received. Flying NOE. Viper awaiting mission. Flying to coordinates. The Viper is in the air. AH-1 standing by. Heading there.
By this point, it was time for me to bring in some close air support. With the final battery destroyed, it would just be a matter of clearing out the remaining units in this area and preparing a line before ultimately taking the hill and securing this position for the coastal landing that will take place during the second phase of this battle.
Breaker 1-9, who needs supplies? Swift, silent, deadly. Copy. Relocating. Logistics ready.
Everything we had worked towards was finally coming to a point, and the tension was building. Although it may not be clear from this point what kind of fighting is about to ensue, you'll want to stay tuned because it is about to get pretty bloody. In fact, this experience alone was what convinced me that I had nothing to worry about when it came to the presentation of the campaign within Broken Arrow.
Once a Marine, always a Marine! Lab, reporting in. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Troop transport ready. Roger. We're on the move. Pedal to the metal. Moving out. Someone called for a cab? Roger.
The high rises were secure. The battle that ensued to take these giants was nothing short of intense and immersive. Hearing the sound of muffled gunfire as my troops raided an occupied building pulled me into the moment. That brings me to another point that I would like to make.
Roger.
Sound design is so important in video games. When it comes to music or actual sound effects, the action can really be felt. Although I do use my own selection of music within these videos, I want to say that the music present in Broken Arrow does a very good job of carrying the experience. Top that with top-notch sound effects for the units and communications, and you have a completely immersive snapshot into that particular moment. In fact, Broken Arrow does a very good job of creating that necessity within the player at all times. Although there are only a few real objectives within the demo, each strategic push or tactical maneuver feels like its own self-appointed mission. There's no greater feeling than seeing a plan go off well when all points are considered during its formulation.
I got my ears on. Go ahead. Personal carrier ready. Already there. Roger. Fire coordinates received. Solid copy. Fire mission received. Fire coordinates received. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Copy. Relocating. All walking sandbags! Jump out!
With the hilltop as our final objective, we move to secure the point. Right now, I want to pull back and let everyone take in this experience. The battle that is about to take place marks the start of yet another intense point within the mission as we begin to make the transition from Phase 1 to Phase 2. After the combat on the ground is complete, it will be time to move the theater to another point within the battlefield. Strap in, because it blows my mind how well all aspects of this demo all begin to pull together.
These buildings overlooking the fort will make your position indefensible if enemy troops take them. Hold this position as long as you can.
Marines at your command, sir! Borcon here. Marines at your command, sir! Armored transport, standing by! Flying there. Mortar ready to engage, sir.
Osprey, standing by. Cargo dropped.
Enemy paratroopers are here.
Double dogs here. Someone call for a cab? Viper is combat ready. Copy that. Weapons free. Hoorah! Affirmative. Entering building. Artillery! Fire when ready! Good copy! Fire coordinates received! Armored transport reporting in. Reporting in. Viper here.
DC in sight. Prepare to unload.
Reinforce recon. Mark already.
Flying out. Order at your command.
The Viper is in the air.
The landing party is almost there. Hold tight.
Flight plan updated. Viper at your command. Roger Wilco. Flight plan confirmed. Viper awaiting mission. Roger. Fire coordinates received. Marine Raider, always forward.
You won't find a faster lawnmower. We got a clear shot.
The landing party's finally here. Time for the big show.
set.
Reaper 1, this is Overlord. 2 bandits heading your way. Bullseye 1109er. Engage and destroy. How copy? Over. 1-1 copy. Bangs out.
Yellow Jacket copies. Hornet, mission ready. Master arm on. Engaging. Yellow Jacket standing by. Kerosene to noise converter engaged. Yellow Jacket here. Hornet.
Reaper
standing
1,
by.
we got 2 more bandits on us. We need support.
Flying NOE.
Hold on tight, Reaper 1. Reaper 2 is approaching the AO. ETA any moment now. This is Reaper 2-1. We're in the AO. Engaging.
Below the hard deck. Flying below the radar. Hornet ready. Good copy. Hornet copies. 5x5.
This is Reaper Actual. Enemy fighters destroyed. Copy that, Reaper. The landing craft are on their way. Protect them until they reach the shore.
Roger that. Strike
This is not where the battle ends.
the bug is
This is the start of Phase 2 of this operation.
set.
I hope you enjoyed the culminating battle of this first phase of this engagement. This is all recorded live during one of my Twitch streams. I highly enjoyed my time within the demo of Broken Arrow, and if you missed it, I hope that this video can help you to see just how incredible this game is to play. Stay tuned. I have more footage of my time within the demo.
Hornet standing by.
Initial contact is just the start, but second wave will show you different aggressive tactics and take you all the way through the demo mission in its entirety. As always, I appreciate you and thank you for watching.
Hornet copies. Yellow Jacket copies.
The troops have landed. Mission accomplished. Reaper out.
Here's the situation, Commander. Your group holding the fort has drawn the bulk of the enemy force to the tip of the peninsula. Your objective is to capture key buildings overlooking the main crossroads to cut their reinforcements and trap them. You need to hurry. Your men at the fort won't hold forever.
There you have it. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed the video or the demo mission for Broken Arrow, please give my video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe for more content. This has been Dr. Wiki, and until next time, take care.